It's the zombie apocalypse. Quick, load up on all the water and toilet paper and everything you could possibly get. Not really, it's not that bad. Hey everybody, Jay Klein Photog Travels. So I wanted to touch base on a subject that is affecting all of us around the world, that is the coronavirus. The way it's affecting me, unfortunately, is financially. So I've lost about 7 gigs. I'm a photographer, and so when I get a job, it's called a gig. So I've lost about 7 of them so far. It's tough. The toughest thing is that it's everywhere. So it's not like I can go, oh, well, Vegas is a little slow right now. I'll just hit the road and I can go work for some other companies that I know along the road. Everybody in my industry, whether photography, DJ, bands, are losing gigs left and right. Shows are canceling. It's understandable what's going on, but it doesn't make it any easier. I guess it would be one of those times, one of the many times that I am grateful that I live in an RV. I just paid for another year's membership with Thousand Trails, so technically I could live, pretty easily within a small salary for a while this thing blows over. Hopefully, we find a cure for it, and everyone gets access to that cure quickly, and we get a handle on this before it gets too crazy. You know, Honestly, I would love it that no one on this earth dies from anything anymore, and I wish we had cures for half of the things out there, especially cancers. But that's going into a whole other story. As far as the coronavirus, as far as it's affecting me, I'm going to be okay. I'm grateful I don't have a big house with a huge mortgage. My mortgage is my payment on my RV, and of course, just my living expenses. Um, because I paid here a Thousand Trails membership, I can do 2 weeks in and a week out. I can dry camp because I've spent the money on solar, and as long as there's some sunshine, I'm good to go. And occasionally fill up my propane tank so that I can run the generator and do some cooking. And as long as I'm not doing too much driving, I won't spend too much in diesel fuel. So I'm going to be okay through this. Shouldn't be too bad for me. I'm already used to living on the road, so I've already been a bit isolated for periods of time. I go into a national park for a week. So, I can kind of quarantine myself to an extent if need be. Thankfully, I haven't, although I've got a bit of a cold, thankfully it's none of the signs of the coronavirus, so I'm okay in that department. But I definitely feel for people who have children and mortgages and, uh, you know, I mean, those who have money invested in the stock market right now are losing out. But really, it's families that have, you know, their schools being closed, the kids are being sent home, and parents, what are they supposed to do? They've got to stay home from work now. They have no work. They're not bringing money in for the family. It's really, I mean, it's getting a little scary. I'm trying not to, get in all excited and, get too conspiracy theoried or too worried about everything. You go on social media and everyone's freaking out that there's no toilet paper left, and there's no. I just went to the 99-cent store. There's plenty of toilet paper. I bought myself some more tissues because the allergies are still kicked up a bit, so I've been blowing my nose a lot. You know, there was toilet paper there. There was everything there. I didn't see anything missing. I am seeing on Facebook people are saying that local supermarkets are running out of stuff. I also then see responses like, I work for that supermarket and there's a new shipment coming in tomorrow, relax. So I think it's just really people hoarding and freaking out and panicking. And, we're not going to be asked to stay in our homes and don't go out. It's just common sense wise. If there's a virus that's out there that can kill you, or is, even if it doesn't kill you, it's extremely uncomfortable. I mean, they're saying it's like 10 times worse than the flu. I personally have had the flu. It sucks. It's a horrible feeling. I wouldn't want to feel 10 times worse than the flu. And I certainly wouldn't want to be responsible for then nonchalantly passing it on to somebody who can't handle it and that does kill them. So I think it's really important that we're all just smart and wash your hands, don't touch your face. I mean, it really is quite, you don't realize how difficult it is, how many things that you touch. You open your door, you close it. For my case, just today alone, I went for a walk. Just walking around, I opened the door to my RV. I then closed the door on the outside. A few minutes after I went for my 2 mile walk, I came back and somebody was like, "Oh, I just knocked on your door." And, so I just touched that door that they knocked on. Could I have caught? I mean, then you go shopping and there's something that you touched and something that somebody else touched. There's a million ways that, you could contract the virus, but the smartest thing to do is wash your hands as often as possible. Try not to touch your face. If your eye itches, grab your shirt, itch your eye like this, be smart and really just clean everything. I went and bought some Lysol and I sprayed down all my counters so that when people come in, they don't have to worry if they're touching anything. And then when they leave, I politely clean up and wash my hands, and it's not a big deal. If we're all careful like that, somebody went to shake my hand today, and I did the fist bump, and then I washed my hands after. So, do we have to make some changes? Yes. These are good changes to have anyway in life. Not the end of the world, and I don't think we all have to lock ourselves in our home with 5,000 rolls of toilet paper and what was the one thing I saw? Like 600 cases of top ramen, excuse me. That's ridiculous. And I live in a small RV. I can't hoard all that kind of stuff. I don't have room for it. My fridge will fit about 3 or 4 days worth of food. That's it. So, I don't think it's the, zombie apocalypse that everyone's not trying to make it out to be, but it's starting to appear that everyone's panicking. It will be. It's not. Everything will be fine. Commerce will continue. Trucks will roll. Trains will roll. Supplies will come in. If the toilet paper runs out, there'll be new toilet paper the next day. Relax. Calm down. You don't have to hoard. You don't have to fill your garage with, shampoo and canned foods for the next. What was somebody grabbed like 400 jugs of milk. What are you going to? You're going to drink all that milk? It goes bad within, 2 weeks or whatever the time period. 3 weeks at the most. What are you going to do? That's ridiculous. And milk is not some cure for the virus. So everybody just needs to calm down and be smart, be clean, hold off on shaking hands and hugging. Everybody understands no one's going to hold it against you that you don't shake their hand. No one's going to look down upon you. And if they do, it's their bad, not yours. And just be careful. It's really important that we get through this. And I will continue my adventures once I find out what's going on with the coronavirus. But for now, I've made a few reservations here at Thousand Trails in Las Vegas. So they've allowed me to make just a few more reservations. So I'll be staying at least till the end of April. And then we'll see from there. I will let you know. So everybody be safe. Don't worry so much. Talk to your friends. Talk to your loved ones, and you guys have yourselves a great day, a great week, and we'll get through this.